All right, so the distance from a buoy to the bottom of the lighthouse is 700 feet. This is the bottom of the lighthouse. The buoy's got to be out here. All right, find the angle of depression. Now, guys, remember we talked about angle of depression and angle of elevation are the same things, basically, when you're done. It's going to be this angle right here. All right, so which formula do I use on this one?
Opposite over adjacent.
Opposite and adjacent is tangent. So we got tangent of x equals opposite over adjacent. All right, y'all get an answer. Write your answer in degrees and minutes. You don't have to do seconds. We just do degrees and minutes on this.
You do mean 700 on the bottom, right?
What I put?
70.
I said 70.
You wrote 70.
Oh, I wrote 70 here. Gotcha. Yeah, I meant 700. All right, once y'all finish number one, go ahead and do number two.
Only degrees and seconds.
Yeah, we'll just do degrees and seconds on this.
Degrees
Sorry,
and minutes.
degrees and minutes on this. We won't do the seconds on word problems. That's a little too much.
How do you round it up for like a minute?
Look at the number after the minutes. Look at the seconds. If it's 30 or higher, you got to round up.
Okay.
Because there's 60 seconds in a minute. So 30 is your halfway point. All right, so I got 10, negative 1, 250 over 700. Boom, 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 boom. All right, I got 19 degrees and 39 minutes. How's that look? Look good?
Yeah.
All right, y'all do number two. You're going to have to draw another triangle for each problem. All right, it says you got a parking garage. Each level is 30 feet apart. All right, so there's 30 feet from here to here. Each ramp is 300. So here's the ramp that you drive up from the first level to the second level. It's 300. Find the measure of the angle of elevation. So this time it's opposite and hypotenuse. So this time we got to use sine. 30 over 300. All right, and you guys can do the same thing. Just degrees and minutes is fine. See what y'all get. Let's start on number 3. That's right. Sarah says this will be inverse sine, sine negative 1. Type it in. So I got sine negative 1, 30 over 300. And I got 5 degrees, 44 minutes. All right, y'all try 3. Now erase number 2. It seems like we always have a lot of confusion when it talks about the shadow. The shadow is always on the ground, so if the shadow is 75 feet long, 75 goes on the bottom. Angle of elevation is 34.
Please excuse this interruption. Miss Heather Thomas's homeroom, please report to First Hall. Miss Heather Thomas's homeroom, please report to First Hall.
All right, so I got opposite and adjacent, so it's got to be tan of 34 equals opposite and adjacent. Now, some of you guys were getting mixed up on these yesterday. How do I solve this one?
You multiply by 75.
Yeah, when the x is on top, you take the 75 over and just multiply it by 75 on the other side. So 75 times tangent of 34. All right, and I got 50.58, so we'll say 50.6. How come it's okay to leave that one as a decimal?
Because we're not talking about
Because we're not talking about an angle. We're talking about a side, and we're actually talking about, what, feet? Yeah, actually talking about feet. So 50.6 feet. That's how high the flagpole is. All right, did I mess up, or is that good?
Yeah.
How'd I mess up, guys?
Supposed to be on top, isn't it?
All right, Tangent is opposite over adjacent, right?
Yeah, X would be
X is opposite. So I don't think I messed up this time.
I was going for that.
Although I do mess up a good bit. That's right, correct?
Yeah.
Kelly?
I was thinking of the go for the top.
Yeah, but I mess up all the time, Y'all gotta keep me straight.
I was going for the top.
Okay, so that's your answer. You guys go to 4, see what you get. Angle of elevation is always this angle on the bottom. Find the length of the shadow. Where's the shadow again? It's on the bottom, it's on the ground. Cast by a building that's 45 meters tall. So 45 meters goes there. So again, we got opposite and adjacent. So again, we're going to use tangent. 38 equals 45 over x. All right. So now we've got the x on the bottom. So how do I solve this one?
Switch them.
Yeah, you just switch them. Remember, you're supposed to cross multiply, but all you're going to do when you cross multiply is switch them anyway. So you type in 45 over tan of 38.
We turn that into minutes or
All right, is it an angle? No, it's a side, so you can leave it as a decimal. So 45 over tan of 38. I got 57.6. 57.6 feet. No, meters this time. M-E-T-E-R-S. All right, so we got number 5. All right, we got a ladder's 25 feet long. If the ladder's leaning up against the house, this has got to be the ladder. 25 has got to be right there. The foot of the ladder means the bottom of the ladder is on level ground 3 foot away from the wall. What angle does the ladder form with the ground? Hey, we got a different formula this time. This time we don't have opposite, we've got adjacent and hypotenuse. So for adjacent hypotenuse, we'll use cosine of x equals 3 over 25. All right, Tyler, what's going to happen with cosine when I have to move it over? What's it become?
cosine of -1.
Yes, sir. So cosine -1 of 3 over 25. All right, so we are finding an angle this time, so I do have to make it degrees and minutes and seconds.
Coach Clint Cannon's homeroom, please report to First Hall. Coach Clint Cannon's homeroom, please report to First Hall.
All right, number 6, we got a road rises vertically. Which way is vertical? Up and down. So 50's got to go right here. Horizontal is side to side, so 575 goes there. What's the angle of elevation? All right, so we're back to using opposite and adjacent, so y'all got to do tangent of x, opposite over adjacent. All right, we're finding an angle, so we'll have to make it degrees and minutes. So tan -1, 50 over 575. Boom, boom, boom. And I got 4 degrees, 58 minutes. All right, so you guys finished the front. I'm going to sit right here and do some with Hope.